Hello, I am AvatarMEDIC. Stand by for the presenter to appear.
Hello, IAC 2020 viewers. My name is John Hanachek, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of AvatarMEDIC. This form you see me in now represents a new paradigm for telemedicine here on Earth. AvatarMEDIC is bringing this humanoid, telepresence, patient-facing, interactive robot to market for use in hospitals on Earth. But that's just the beginning. AvatarMEDIC is about building a solar system-wide medical service, encompassing all the needed aspects of monitoring, first response intervention during trauma situations, and general care. Our goal is to create one holistic integrated system comprised of many systems and standards that will enable the safe exploration of space and a thriving humanity throughout the solar system. This talk will cover two main areas. First, outlining the vision of the AvatarMEDIC system, and then showing some of the research that AvatarMEDIC Inc. has been doing over the last year. Now let's take a look at the vision. The AvatarMEDIC system is comprised of three main areas: consistent monitoring of vitals and also for injury detection, trauma intervention technologies and techniques, and general medical care. The foundation of the AvatarMEDIC pyramid is extending the golden hour. The golden hour refers to the fact that during a traumatic injury, there is only a set amount of time to stabilize and evacuate the victim before they become unsavable. Effective first response technologies and techniques can extend the golden hour. Thus, AvatarMEDIC proposes two core drone systems. One we call the MEDINOT, which is a flying drone able to head out toward the patient injury site and provide stabilization as rapidly as possible, and an auto ambulance, which can follow along on the ground or as another flying element to be able to evacuate the stabilized victim to effective medical care. Medical care is achieved by other technologies such as the AvatarMEDIC humanoid. The AvatarMEDIC system needs to be able to function autonomously, yet also can benefit from telecommunications. The difficulties of operating in space with time delay mean that AvatarMEDIC is training itself on Earth and in low Earth orbit, where the latency is less of an issue, in order to learn enough to be able to achieve autonomous medical capability. The AvatarMEDIC vision is any medical procedure, anytime, anywhere, providing real-time, remote relief. We can see here the pyramid in action. A potential victim is identified from satellite and biometric sensors in their spacesuit. The MEDINOT is deployed to rendezvous with this victim and provide stabilizing aid. Once the victim is stabilized, they can be taken to the next stage of care. This ability to have a flying autonomous first response medical drone, in our view, is essential for successfully exploring space. As the scope of our exploration expands, the probability for injury grows. Thus, rather than removing all potential risky activities, AvatarMEDIC believes that we simply need to upgrade our medical response capabilities so that accidents do not turn into death by default. The MEDINOT is a core component of the vision of providing real-time remote relief anywhere in the solar system. In our paper, we discuss more specific details about how to achieve this type of a technology in various atmospheric and non-atmospheric conditions. The core concept remains the same no matter where it's deployed. Deliver care at the point of need as quickly as possible to extend the golden hour. Now let's take a look at three projects that AvatarMEDIC has worked on. Utilizing the HoloLens 2, we created a spatial computing, triage, and medical treatment training simulation. This verified that we can mix virtual victims in with real surroundings to help support the mission of training without needing to bring heavy mannequins and other equipment. Our hypothesis is that this type of training in context, so not VR, but mixed reality or spatial computing, will help enable astronauts of all skill levels to become more accustomed to medical procedures before they're required to do them. Training is still an essential bedrock, even when we have real-time communications technologies. Our next project is a demonstration of a design for a real-time system that serves during emergency scenarios, in this case, wildfire on Earth. As part of the NIST Chariot Challenge, we developed A1R as a proof of concept, showing two sides of using spatial computing for incident command, in this case being able to view information in the form of a hologram map for managing a fire situation. You can expand the map to see the different layers in context, and you can turn on and off certain layers to give yourself different situational awareness. Information is tracked when you move, letting you focus on the event rather than managing interfaces or holding tablets and such. We have the large wall in the back, designed to let you keep full scale perspective while you zoom in on a smaller scale of the incident. This interface can scale to other disaster situations, and you can see that the goal is to have a continuous situational awareness of what's going on and be able to manage incidents on the fly in a more robust way than is currently possible. To have wall screens this large would require projectors or other kinds of technology. Now with these kinds of headsets, we can have almost infinite space and can walk through the data, giving us a new perspective. The other side of this is to have a heads-up display for first responders. So these would be field personnel, but potentially also even robotic elements that are able to see what information they need and be able to leave markers in the space without needing to clog up radio traffic. This interface is primarily operated via eye gaze. So as you see, as I move around, this small cursor on the screen, difficult to see, but it represents my eye tracking. So this is implemented in Magic Leap 1. This does indeed run. It really is floating in front of my vision right now. And it represents a proof of concept of what a future interface would look like to enable, for example, the discovery of a victim, the routing of trajectory. You have your compass up top that shows you where your heading is, and this is able to spatialize things that would otherwise be on a map, kind of abstracted from reality. Now you can get directly eyes on with what you need to see in the world, and that frees up your hands to be able to actually work on challenges that you may face as a first responder. So this interface design connects with the hologram design to enable both sides of the incident to be effectively managed. So the eyes in the sky can give us different notifications and interact with us, and then on the ground we can stay fully aware of the context on the fly as the scenario progresses. We can even overlay certain other information atop the reality itself to give ourselves kind of X-ray vision. In a partnership with MRs and the robotics company Haddington Dynamics, we were able to do a successful teleoperation of a robotic arm from Las Vegas, Nevada to our facility in California City, California via simple 4G connection. The task was to hand the components of the 3D printed VapoJet anesthesia project, which MRs has been testing, over to a staff working. You'll notice the staff is also wearing the 3D printed Papier device. This was a direct one-to-one teleoperation, and as such has certain errors and other packet losses and other inefficiencies. We wanted to push the technology as far as we could, and this certainly did it. This was in 110-degree heat. Many of the phones and systems were right at the edge of failure, but we did manage to achieve a successful teleoperation and handed each of the parts in turn to the medical staff. This shows both that teleoperation is possible and also helps us more deeply understand where its limitations truly are and how to actually utilize it in a real operational environment.
There you go. Close it. Pull up.
AvatarMEDIC, the company, is also a qualified team in the $10 million ANA Avatar X Prize to build humanoid robotic telepresence solutions. We are continuing to work with this particular robotic arm and are integrating it into our first AvatarMEDIC humanoid prototype. More to come.
This has been AvatarMEDIC. Thank you for watching this talk. I look forward to providing care for you on Earth and in space. Goodbye.